Good morning, friends. Happy Saturday. Today we'll be reflecting on Matthew 21:33 through 43. And this scripture passage is just packed full of lessons and images. And when I first read it, I was like, whoa, this could go like 5 different ways, which is great. Because on one hand, you've got the Lord telling the Pharisees and the elders, that they've really got to make a change or it's not going to end up well for them. On the other hand, you've got a parable with the imagery of a vineyard and how much love and effort the vineyard owner puts into it, which don't even get me started on that image of God the Father's love, or this will become my first hour-long podcast. It's so beautiful. But anyway, and then on the third hand, I guess, we've got the well-known verse that says, "The stone that the builders rejected has become the cornerstone." But the line that really stuck out to me comes in the middle of the parable. So this parable is about a landowner who planted a vineyard, and he really invested in it. He fostered it. He built the necessary tools for it to thrive. And it also says he built a tower. I guess that must be necessary, but that just seemed like a cool power move to me. But anyway, so he plants a vineyard, and he leases the vineyard out, and then he goes on a journey. And all is well until it comes time to pick the grapes for the harvest to make new wine. And basically, the landowner sends 3 messengers to go get the produce. And the tenants who are leasing the vineyard, they beat up one of the messengers, they stone another one, and they kill a third one, which is like, dude, it's just grapes, chill, So then the landowner sends more messengers, and the tenants of the vineyard treat them in the same way. And so finally, the landlord sends his son and basically is like, they'll respect my son, which we know that they don't. And this is where the line comes in that really struck me. When the tenants see this son coming toward them, they say, "This is the heir. Come, let us kill him and acquire his inheritance." And this sentence just has got human brokenness written all over it, right? It sounds so much like Jacob in the Old Testament, who wanted to steal his brother Esau's inheritance. It sounds like Cain, who was jealous of his brother Abel's harvest and decided to kill him. And it also echoes the story of the crucifixion of Christ, which is kind of the whole point of the parable, right? But I just found it so beautiful and ironic that when they see the vineyard owner's son, who is an image of Christ, they recognize that he is heir, and they want to take something away from him. They want to acquire his inheritance. And it's just mind-blowing and so stunning that it's actually through this very means of the crucifixion and the killing of the Son of God and the wanting to steal this inheritance that Christ takes our very rebellion and he turns it into the means by which we truly do receive the inheritance of the Father. And not only that, but he invites us to become heirs as well. So as we're saying, right, come, let us kill him and acquire his inheritance, in our lowest and most sinful brokenness, the Lord finds a way to truly allow us to acquire his inheritance. And I just want to invite you to ponder that and how deeply generous God is, that not only can he turn our ill and our evil for good, but that he will do everything in his power to bring you and to me into relationship with him. And not just like a tenant-landlord relationship, but truly a relationship as a son or daughter who is made an heir to eternal glory. Sons and daughters who are invited into the ultimate inheritance of a heavenly vineyard, where new wine is abundant. And the Lord desires to foster us and lovingly feed into us, just like the landowner did to the vineyard. And it's all in order to draw us into this eternal intimacy with him. And if that weren't good news enough, right, the true good news is that the Father has already sent his Son to us, and all we need to do is to be open to receiving him and to allow him into the vineyard of our heart to tend and to bear with us and within us fruit that will last. All right, my friends, that's all I've got for today, but I hope you have a great week, and I will see you next Saturday.